Hi, I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are
The Financial Diet.
And today we're going to be talking about something that almost everyone deals with, but almost no one prepares you for, which is office lingo.
So working in a professional environment is almost like going into a new country. And if you don't know the language, you're not going to get ahead. And the tough part is that almost no one is going to teach you those keywords.
So we wanted to take you guys through the 24 most valuable office terms that pretty much every boss is going to expect you to understand from day one. If you master this language, you'll seem more fluid and at ease right off the bat, which will help you secure the job. And few things make you look like more of a newbie than stopping everyone to ask, what does this word mean about a professional term?
So without further ado, here are the 24 words that every boss will expect you to understand.
Number one is circle back. You'll hear this one a lot, and it basically means we'll pick up this subject or project at a later time. And if you don't hear back from them about that subject in the time they gave you, it's okay to ask them about it.
Number two is table. For example, when someone says you're going to table this discussion, that means they're going to put it off and discuss it again at a later date. And they'll usually pick it up if and when they have the time.
It means it's not a priority. Number three is sync up. Syncing up means to get on the same page about something, sharing the information, talking about a subject, and making sure that everyone knows what's going on.
Number four is deck. Deck is shorthand for PowerPoint deck, and it refers to a presentation that's either made in PowerPoint or a similar slide-based program like Google Slides.
Number five is cal invite or calendar invite. Basically, if someone's sending a calendar invite, it means that they're just creating an event on a shared calendar, often Google Calendar, so that everyone is reminded about the event or the meeting. Pro tip, if you are making some kind of appointment or meeting with someone who is in some way your superior, such as a client, a potential employer, your boss, whatever, you should follow up your agreement with a calendar invite that you send to them to make it more convenient for them.
Number six is one-sheeter. A one-sheeter is a one-sheet page filled with information about a specific topic or person. For example, you might send out a one-sheeter about yourself before an interview, or you might put one together for a specific project.
It's an easy way to brief someone. Number seven is benefits. Basically, benefits are forms of compensation outside of your wage or salary. It's things like insurance, retirement programs, paid sick leave, daycare, or whatever else they might offer.
Number eight is a 401k. A 401k refers to an employer-sponsored retirement fund. You can put money in there pre-tax from your paycheck.
And sometimes your employer might even match what you put in there. Number nine is PTO. PTO stands for paid time off, and it just means any day that you're not working that you still get paid, such as a vacation day or a sick day. Your PTO is often outlined in your contract.
Number 10 is OOO. This means out of office. You'll often see this on auto-reply emails when someone's either on vacation or traveling for work.
Number 11 is DD, and that is hashtag that feel when the direct deposit hits. Basically, direct deposit is when your employer deposits your paycheck directly into your bank instead of sending you a check.
Number 12 is AFK. This stands for away from keyboard. This is especially useful in remote work or in an office setting where people use a chat program to communicate.
Number 13 is W4 and W9. These are just basic tax forms for employees and contractors to fill out respectively.
Number 14 is EOD, EOW, EOM, and EOY. These refer to end of day, end of week, end of month, and end of year.
Number 15 is touch base. It just means we'll talk about this again soon. You might hear, we'll touch base about it before EOD.
Number 16 is delegate. It means to give someone a task or a specific part of a task to handle. You delegate work to others or they delegate to you.
Number 17 is wage. A wage is basically how much you are paid when you take the amount of hours you work times the amount you are paid per hour.
Number 18 is a salary. A salary refers to the fixed compensation that you make on an annual basis.
Just remember that a wage changes based on the hours you work in a week, but a salary typically doesn't. Number 19 is a bonus. A bonus typically refers to money that's made for an individual project or accomplishment that's above and beyond the money that you typically earn for your salary or your wage. In some industries, it's also commonly referred to as a variable.
Number 20 is bandwidth. It typically refers to your ability to handle or work on a certain project or assignment for a fixed period of time. It usually refers to your workload in the relative short term.
It's a very fancy and professional thing to say, I don't have the bandwidth for that right now. Number 21 is C-level. C-level or C-suite basically means the fancy executives at the top of the corporate structure who have that C before their titles. CEO, CFO, CIO, CDO, whatever.
Number 22 is leverage. Leverage means influence or power over something. An example of how someone would use it in a sentence is, how did you leverage that PR we got last week in the New York Times?
Number 23 is performance review. A performance review is basically just a recap with your superior or colleagues of how you've done at your job in a certain period of time. It often comes accompanied with something like a score or a grade, and it's usually what will precede raises and promotions.
Number 24 is self-assessment. Usually part of any performance review will have a self-assessment component to it. This is a chance for you as an employee to reflect on the things that you do well and not so well. And it's helpful for you to write these things down and see for yourself before your supervisor gives you feedback.
So those are just 24 of the biggest terms that you'll want to be using comfortably before you even start your job.
So as always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and go to thefinancialdiet.com for more.
Bye!